I did 4 sets of 5 reps each to warm up, and now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add on another 90 pounds. So we have his and hers 25s, okay, because we're having issues finding weight plates at all. So this is the Dick's Sports Fitness Gear thing that I bought. This is Cap from Academy Sports that my girlfriend bought. So hopefully there's going to be enough room on the side of the bar for us to put the 25 and 2 10s, which are also one fitness gear and one Cap Sports. It looks like it's going to be tight, but it looks like we're going to make it. Okay. Hey guys, there's a little bit of internet, social media BS drama going on right now. And I usually don't get involved in that. I'm not the kind of person who wants to get views or get followers with some kind of clickbait like, so-and-so is on gear, so-and-so is using fake weights or whatever. But there are a couple points that I'd like to make about my approach, okay, to fitness and my approach to nutrition and supplementation that I think we can get out of this, okay? So we're gonna actually learn something out of this. All right, now first of all, let me just go through this really quickly because I personally don't even know what the specifics are. There's a guy, AthleanX, almost everybody knows him, okay? A lot of people, watch me and watch him because he's like a 40 plus, I'm 45, he's a 40 plus year old guy, he's pretty strong, he's pretty lean. And, when you follow someone like me or like him, it's like, well, if I'm 45 and I could be in shape, you can be in shape at 45 too. So it's different listening to like me or him or somebody else who's a little bit older than listening to a 20-year-old. Nothing against a 20-year-old, but I'm more relatable for an older person. So the point is, Greg Doucette, another older guy, okay, who's been doing a lot of BS drama videos. Is this guy on gear? Is this girl natty, etc., 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 did a video a while ago about AthleanX and said basically, he does not think the guy is on any type of, anabolic gear. He does not think the guy is even on TRT. He thinks he's all natural. He thinks he's great. He thinks he has, a great head on his shoulders. He knows what he's talking about. He's his favorite YouTuber. Now, what happened is, like I said, from what I know, AthleanX dude said he's deadlifting 500 pounds. He did it twice with bad form, and it was kind of funky the way the plates were. Like some were bigger than others, so people are saying those were fake plates. And then Greg Doucette apparently says, well, listen, if we can't, trust you to tell the truth about the weight you lift, then how can we trust you? You might well be lying about being on TRT or full-blown anabolic cycles or whatever, okay? So that's my idea. Correct me if I'm wrong of what happened. Now, I don't really care if this guy's on TRT. I don't care if this guy's on gear, and I don't care if this guy lies about his deadlift. I just want to go ahead and talk about how my approach is different from AthleanX dude over here, okay? Now, first of all, let's just say when I was 39 and a half years old, I started to get in shape. It was more like 39 and 3/4. The last 4 months of my 39th year of existence, I was really overweight, really in bad shape. Someone who actually used to be not aesthetically in shape like abs, but I used to always be, able to perform while I was always in shape. I was in the army, I did martial arts, etc. I was gonna die if I didn't get in shape. So at the end of 39, I got myself in awesome shape. And when I turned 43, so after 3.5 years of, being in shape, I realized that things weren't working out the way they used to. I'd go on a diet, but I wouldn't quite lose weight the way I used to. I'd go on a diet to build muscle, and I wouldn't quite get stronger the way I used to. Just things weren't working. So I had my blood tested, and I found out that I had, on a scale of 300 to 1100 total testosterone, I had a 300 something. Okay, it was in the 300s. So it was at the very low end of, quote, normal. And, normal is between a 20-year-old and an 80-year-old. So basically at 43, I had the testosterone of an 80-year-old, okay? So I jumped on TRT, testosterone replacement therapy. Since I've been 43 years old, I'm 45 now, I have been injecting every single week testosterone cypionate, okay? HCG, I've been taking Arimidex. Okay, basically, I am on TRT. And before I even did that, okay, I posted a video. And the name of the video was, I'm on TRT. I did not want to hide the fact that I'm on TRT for a couple of reasons. First of all, I don't want to lie. I don't want to be deceptive. And second, why the fuck should I lie? I mean, if I was on thyroid medication because my thyroid went to shit, or if I was on blood pressure medication because my blood pressure was high, or if I was on asthma medication, which I do have allergy-induced asthma. I've only had like 2 asthma attacks in my life, but if I have a problem with my asthma, I'm going to get an inhaler and be like, yeah, I use an inhaler because sometimes I have problems with my asthma. I don't see the big deal with it. So I was very open and honest. And I am not going to accuse Mr. AthleanX dude of being on TRT or being on a full-blown cycle. But what I'm saying is I'm open and honest about being on TRT. If somebody is in my age, I have them, hey, get a whole blood work done, cholesterol, blood sugar, thyroid, and testosterone. And I think if anybody's not happy with their hormone levels, whatever it is, that they get them taken care of. Just like if a person has his blood pressure or blood sugar taken and he turns out he's diabetic, take insulin. If the person has blood pressure, high blood pressure, take blood pressure medication. So what I'm saying is, if AthleanX dude is on TRT, why is he fucking lying about it? Okay? I'm not saying he is, I'm not saying he isn't, but I am, and I'm happy, and I'm not lying about it. Okay, so number one, that's a difference between me and whatever. Another thing is, it's very interesting because 500 pounds is what he deadlifted twice. Okay, now I recently put up a video where I deadlifted 500 pounds for 5 sets of 5 reps. Now, full disclosure, okay, I did use a trap bar. So it's easier to use a trap bar. It's easier on your back to use a trap bar. I'm not some macho asshole who has to do things the hardest way and fuck my back up. As a matter of fact, the trap bar was specifically made by a powerlifter who hurt his back. He invented the trap bar so that he could train heavy with the trap bar without fucking his back up. And then right before he went to a powerlifting meet, for the last couple weeks or whatever, he would go ahead and train with a straight bar just to get his technique down. But the bottom line is, I'm not going to apologize about using a trap bar, number one. And number two, it's a little bit easier to lift with a trap bar, but if 5 sets of 5 reps with a trap bar is not the same as AthleanX dude doing 1 set of 2 reps with a straight bar, I don't know what the fuck. Okay, seriously. It's not that big of a difference. So what I'm trying to say is, I didn't think that 500 pounds was all that great. I think it's wonderful. I mean, I'm very proud to have done my 5 sets of 5 with 500 pounds. I'm very proud of myself. Like, that is my lifetime goal. I really don't want to get any stronger than that, okay? Reasons that I'll talk about in another video, but the fact of the matter is, I didn't think it was a big deal. There are people straight bar deadlifting 700, 800, 1,000, 1,100 pounds, okay? So I didn't think 500 pounds was a big deal. So my thing is, first of all, why would he lie about that? And second, like, I don't want to do something impressive in social media. I don't want to, like, once in my life, deadlift 1,000 pounds, drop dead, hurt my back, not be able to train for 6 months like some of these strongman competitors where they literally pass out and can't walk for a month afterwards. I don't want to be like that. I want, basically right now, if I go ahead, today's Wednesday, if I do my trap bar deadlift day tomorrow, 5 sets of 5 reps, 500 pounds, I will be able to wake up Friday morning, and if you say you're using fake plates, I will go to your gym and I will put 5 plates on the bar and I will do a set of 5 reps with those 5 plates, okay? Because I'm not killing myself. So what I'm basically trying to say is, I'm not looking at doing something once. Okay, I'm not looking at being like, hey, I'm going to, once in my life max out on this. This is my workout weight. I can do this today, and tomorrow I can go ahead and do it again. And that would be stupid, obviously, to do it again. But the fact is, this is nothing that I cannot prove at any time. I have a bad day, I feel sick, dehydrated, didn't eat well, didn't sleep well. I could still go ahead and do 5 sets of 5 reps with 500 pounds. So what I'm saying is, my way of doing stuff is not 1 rep max, once in my life, periodization, working my way up, starting low, working up, peaking, jumping on gear, whatever kind of oral anabolics you do to do that once, and one powerlifting meet, I lift 1,000 pounds. I'd rather be known as the guy who any day of the week could do 5 sets of 5 reps with 500 pounds on a trap bar, okay? The same thing with squats, the same thing with, dips, with pull-ups. I don't want to have anything where it's like, I have to be in a certain part of a periodization program to be able to lift it, okay? I'm 45 years old, Okay, I'm not a competitor, and I don't want to do this for the rest of, I want to be able to do this for the rest of my life. Okay, I don't want to hurt myself, but I want to be 55, 65 years old and still be able to do 5 sets of 5 reps with 500 pounds on the trap bar. Okay, like I said, that's just my personal preference. Okay, the same thing with being lean. Okay, I want to get leaner. Right now, I weigh a little bit over 200 pounds, maybe 202, 203. To be really as lean as I want to get, I probably have to get down to 185. Maybe if I gain back a little bit of the muscle that I kind of lost, before quarantine or whatever, maybe I'll get up to like a lean 190. But that's it. Now, I'm not going to be shredded. I'm not going to be ripped. I'm not going to be looking like an onstage bodybuilder at that weight, okay, at that leanness. I'm also not going to be looking like, some of these social media guys who get really lean, have like a million pictures taken, then they get fat again, or, more like the shape I'm in, okay? And then after that, they just show the same pictures, like the 100 pictures they took in those 3 days when they were shredded. They show them for the next couple months until they get lean again. I don't want to be like that. I want to be like, any day of the week, I can take off my shirt, show off my body, and be like, hey, this is how lean I am. I'm not the leanest person in the world, but this is me every day. I woke up like this kind of thing, right? So that's basically what I'm trying to get at here, okay? I am a 45-year-old man who wants to have an extraordinary life, okay? I am not going to go ahead and do some crazy huge amount of weight I could do once in my life and talk for the rest of my life. I would rather lift less weights. 500 pounds, 5 reps, 5 sets is pretty awesome. Okay, so it's a lot of weight. But I would rather lift less weight, okay, and be able to do that for the rest of my life. I would rather be very lean, very cut, but not totally ripped and shredded and dying and dehydrated and on diuretics and on all kinds of fat burners. Just, really lean, really good abs, okay, really good muscle separation, and stay there for all year round, and not feel like shit and not perform shitty in the gym because of it, okay? I am on TRT. I am happy being on TRT. I suggest everybody, if you need it, to go on TRT, okay? And there's nothing to lie about, nothing to hide about that, okay? So that's basically what I'm talking about. I want, to suggest that you do the same thing. You raise your own standards, but you raise them up to a level that you can maintain year-round for an extended period of time, okay? So, like I said, whether that's your workout weight, whether that's your amount of leanness, the amount of muscle you have on your body, etc. And like I said, be honest about what you have to do, okay? So like I said, I'm on TRT. That's the way things are. I think that AthleanX dude would have a lot more respect if he was like me and admitted he was on TRT. He's like, yes, I'm on TRT. The guy's 40 some odd plus years old. I'm 45, jumped on TRT at 43. If he were like, hey, guess what? The fact of the matter is he wants to be in shape and he's going to go ahead and be on TRT. And let's go ahead and let's talk about this. Sylvester Stallone, he admits he's on growth hormone. Okay. He admits he's on testosterone. He's like, growth hormone, he could go ahead and do a workout and walk the next day. At his age, if he did a workout without growth hormone, he would never be able to recover. He would never be able to survive. The same thing with testosterone. He's like, anybody in his 40s should look at testosterone. He says it makes him feel great. The guy is 73 years old. He was born in 1946. Okay, he was 36 years old when he was in Rocky 3. The first time that he was in awesome shape. My favorite form of his is like Rocky 4, Rambo 2, when he was, a little bit bigger, not quite as lean. The guy's 73 years old as of the filming of this video. He is in insane physical condition, like absolutely sick, insane physical condition. And he's not exactly dropping dead, okay? So there's no problem with admitting you're on testosterone replacement or any kind of hormone replacement, okay? As a matter of fact, a friend of Stone Cold Steve Austin, okay, was on a podcast somewhere talking about how Stone Cold told him, the set of the Expendables, like everybody there, Dolph Lundgren, Sylvester Stallone, all the Jet Li, everybody there was like a killer. Everybody there was like the top alpha dogs. And he says it was like all the alpha dogs were there, and then a long point where there's like nothing, and then right up at the top was Sylvester Stallone. He was like just, of all the alphas, he was like out alphaing everybody else by a long shot, okay? So the bottom line is, like I said, why do you have to lie if you're on TRT? And like I said, another thing is 500 pounds isn't a goddamn lot. If he really can't deadlift 500 pounds twice and he has to lie about it, come on, man. Just deadlift less and admit it, okay? Anyway, like I said, that's just my idea. Let me know about your fitness goals. Go ahead and comment below. Like, what are your fitness goals? How lean do you want to get? How strong do you want to get? How much muscle do you want to have? Is it something where you're going to only be in shape for summer, or is it something where you're going to be in shape for your entire life, year round, for the rest of your life? Kind of curious about what you guys' ideas are, what your guys' goals are. All right. Thanks for the questions, guys. I love them. Keep them coming, and I'll see you guys in the next video.